So, Donald Trump announced that he is running for president in 2024. I had the feeling like this was going to happen because there were all kinds of rumors about him running, and then he just announced for sure that he's running. What do you think about this, Evan?
Yeah, but rumors more like him just blatantly stating for 2 years straight that he's going to run again. But he's thrown his orange toupee back in the ring. So, but no, all seriousness, let's break it down on both sides first. Let's break it down. So you have the Republican side. Obviously, they still won the House. They're not going to win the Senate, but they could get it to 50-50 if Herschel wins. If you're in Georgia, go vote in that election. But Jake, but no, yeah. So you have that aspect to it. But the Republican, they underperformed a lot. They really did not get a lot of resounding victories. Actually, a lot of them lost, and a lot of the candidates who lost were backed by Donald Trump. Ron DeSantis said he did not want Trump's endorsement. Brian Kemp, governor of Georgia, said, Trump would not support him. He did not want to support him because he crossed lines with him. So if you're on the Republican side, yes, Trump is the favorite. But is that a good thing? Because I think you have a split right now on the Republican side. You have all the politicians right now. That includes Josh Hawley, who was there on January 6th. He was the guy with the fist to the mob, who's literally saying, I'm done with Donald Trump. So you have that side to it where it seems like all the politicians are doing it, but that's the difference. What do the voters think? And I think the voters are still with Trump. It's going to be the entire Republican Party versus Donald Trump. And honestly, I don't know who's going to win that, to be honest. I think it could be a tie. It could come down to it. So it's got to be someone formidable like DeSantis. But if you're a Republican, I don't know how you feel. You have a question mark right now. But if you're a Democrat, it's weird because Democrats, they like to prop up candidates who they think are easy targets, which they did in this last election and actually worked. They try to vote in the Republican primary to target candidates who are not so good, prop them up so the Democrats can get an easy win. Do they try that again with Trump? Because it failed in 2016. They propped up Trump. They wanted Trump. He came and he beat Hillary. So do they try that again? I'm not so sure. But if you're a Democrat, I really think it's confusion on both sides. Nobody knows what to feel. A lot of people just want this guy to go away. But he's back. He's going to make some jokes. He's going to throw some puns, and he's going to be a celebrity TV host because that's what he does best, in my opinion. But yeah, any thoughts on this, Dick?
Yeah, and I do agree with you. I think that many people are still with Donald Trump on the voting side of it. I just think so many people are, fed up as well. Because, when he lost against Joe Biden, he was carrying on almost 2 years that the election was stolen. So I think many people are fed up with that. And it was...
In my opinion, it's just very childish. But and nothing against Herschel Walker. Dude, Herschel Walker is one of the best college football players of all time. He's a beast. Him and Walter Payton are different. But when you think about him as a Senate candidate, he's a nice guy. He's a great guy. But the problem is you had Georgia voters who overwhelmingly voted for Stacey Abrams got crushed, overwhelmingly voted for Brian Kemp. And you had about 8% of Republicans just say, you know what? I'm not voting for the crazy. I'm sorry. I'm just not going to vote for the crazy. And again, nothing against Herschel Walker. It's more of a rejection to Trump. So there is part of the base that's I'm not voting for this guy anymore. So I'll be interested to see how that plays out. But right now, I still think it's Trump's party.
Right.